lunch and dinner, power and transport, a house to live in and a bed to sleep in, education and medication. These are a few things that we all have. Another thing we all have is being ungrateful for what we do have. These are also all things that people living in countries like Africa and Uganda don't have. They celebrate it if they make it to the age of 7. School. I'm sure all of you have complained about going at least once in your life. You could be doing so many other things. Shopping, playing PlayStation, or even just staying home so you can have a sleep in. But why do you complain? The school gives you so much for such a little cost, and all you can do is complain about it. What would you do with your life if you didn't have school making you smarter and therefore able to get better careers? People in third world countries might dream about how they wish to go to school. Sadly, this isn't an option. I heard a story about a family with lots of kids who wanted to go to school but couldn't because they couldn't afford a pencil. The kids worked really hard to afford a pencil and ended up going to school and all sharing that one pencil until there was nothing left. What about where you live and where you sleep? Even if you have the grottiest house in TA, I'm sure it's much better than the houses they live in. They live in shacks made out of dirt and branches, the entire space the size of your bedroom. Your tool shed or garage would be like a palace to them. And what about those people that don't even have a home? We even have some in New Zealand. People are begging on the street while you're complaining about how your house has a leak or it isn't warm enough. How about food? People in third world countries are dying of malnutrition every day while you're sitting on the couch mindlessly eating. In one day, the amount of food that you eat would be enough to feed so many families in one of those countries. It would be like having to share your lunch with the entire class. You may not like everything that you've been plated out, but next time you're complaining and chucking it in the bin, think about how that amount of food could save someone's life. Every one of us will have had to go to the doctors once in our lives, even if it is just something that they prescribe Panadol for and send you off. But we don't like going to the doctors. Why is this? Is it because it smells of antibacterial cleaner? Or that the doctor has to use that freezing stethoscope? Oh, I know. It's because you don't know what a privilege it is to have such a great thing that can protect you against things that kill people in other countries. So next time you're complaining about things like these examples, think about how people are dying in other countries. And try to stop yourself and think about how lucky you actually are. Try to thank your parents when they pay for medication or when they let you go to school. Maybe even think about sponsoring a child from another country. They're a really good example of how to be grateful. Finally, try to be positive. Your life isn't half as bad as you think.